afternoon. Thanks for tuning into First at 4. I'm Kelly Volk.
And I'm Don Jorgensen. The 211 Helpline Center has come a long way since it opened its doors more than 2 decades ago. The center went statewide in 2020 and since then has assisted people from all across South Dakota. Then last year, it became part of the new 988 suicide hotline.
Vice President of Program Development Betsy Schuster says the center took more than 70,000 calls, texts, and emails last year for all kinds of issues.
Housing, specifically rent payment, and then within food pantry, where those are located, are two of our top needs that we identify through 211.
This Saturday is National 211 Day. You'll hear more from the Helpline Center coming up on KELOLAND News at 6.
The Minnehaha County coroner has released a report on number of deaths in 2022. The top 2 causes were drugs and gunshot wounds. The coroner also says that the county is starting to see meth and fentanyl mixed together. The report also shows the deaths of 6 infants, including 1 from a homicide. There were also 25 suicides in 2022. Heart disease was the most common natural death. You can see a full breakdown of the coroner's report on KELOLAND.com.
A bill that would require violent offenders to serve all or at least 85% of their prison sentences is moving forward in the South Dakota legislature. The Senate Judiciary Committee endorsed SB 146, sending it to the full Senate. The bill's sponsor presented statistics indicating that violent felons are serving 1/4 to 1/3 of their average sentences. However, the South Dakota Association of Criminal Lawyers worries the state's overcrowded prisons won't be able to handle the increase. Millions of extra dollars are working their way through the Minnesota legislature to help the Attorney General's office prosecute violent crime. The Attorney General has tried for 4 years to persuade the legislature to give him more money to add more prosecutors. The House approved the funds last night. Lawmakers also want to give more money for the public defender system to relieve staffing shortages that nearly led to a strike last year.
Some parents are letting Iowa lawmakers know about their issues with certain language, obscene material, and explicit images in some books at public school libraries.
And the parents say this isn't about banning books, but they did explain the steps they have taken in their own school districts to have the books reconsidered.
The process of defining obscene material within schools appears to need a complete overhaul.
And instead of correcting an error, one party has decided it is now their platform for children to be able to access obscene materials in our public schools.
I heard every one of these ladies tonight talk in the same position I'm in. We're not talking about banning books. We're talking about what is age appropriate for our children.
However, one lawmaker noted that the legislature only heard from a small group of parents about the issue.
But that being said, while we're talking about sample sizes, I am one of millions of parents in Iowa with kids in the public schools. And of those millions of parents in this state, we only have 5 representatives before us. And all 5 of them were pre-selected by somebody I don't know. They are all from the same political group. So I hope that if we are going to talk about what parents really want, we will hear from a broader group of parents from around the state of Iowa.
A bill proposed last year would have required schools to publish a list of books available in the library. However, the Senate did not take it up.
All right, let's get a check on your weather. Lots of sunshine out there. Not a bad day at all, Adam.
No, absolutely not. It's amazing what a lighter breeze and more sunshine will do. Even in this portion of February, it felt and looked amazing outside today. And speaking of which, here's our view from our downtown camera. This is a view to the west, 39 at the airport. We almost got to 40 just before 4 o'clock with a west wind at 9 miles per hour. As we head out west, well, more of the same, just warmer. Sunshine over Rapid City, 52 right now out there with a northeast breeze, again, light at 8 miles per hour. We started in the 20s and a couple of teens to the east, 20s and 30s out west, but then we were able to rebound quite nicely. These are our high temperatures as of 4 p.m., 39 from Aberdeen to Mitchell into Sioux Falls, 36 for Brookings. We got up to 51 today in Pierre, 53 Phillip, 52 Rapid City, 50 in Faith. They are now still at 50, but will gradually cool off. 49 in Buffalo, 40 as you head toward Custer, 43 Chamberlain, 41 right now in Winter, 38 in Valentine. Now, if you look very carefully from Tracy to Sioux Falls, a little bit of cloud cover on visible satellite moving down to the south and east. Everything else that you see that's white here, East River, that is still snow on the ground. Also, a little bit of cloud cover trying to build in up toward Buffalo and Bison in the northwestern corner of South Dakota, but that's still just about it. Beyond that, we have more sunshine on the way as we head into your day on Wednesday, especially the further east you go. Highs will be in the mid to upper 30s for your day on Wednesday in southeastern as well as northeastern KELOLAND. But to the west, it's a bit of a different story. Cloud cover increases. Yes, we're warmer in the 40s and 50s, but we may also see a few rain and snow showers out toward the Wyoming border. That's going to be the leading edge of what we're watching for Thursday. We'll have details on that and the rest of your 7-day forecast, including an early look at Valentine's Day coming up.
All right, thanks a lot, Adam. Well, leaders in Grand Forks, North Dakota have officially killed the proposed Chinese-owned Fufeng corn milling plant.
This comes following concerns over national security threats. Kellen Harmon with our sister station in Bismarck explains what led to the decision and what's next.
Fufeng remains a hot topic of discussion across the streets of Grand Forks. And Thursday nights, dozens of citizens attended the City Hall meeting to voice their opinions.
A company that has been deemed a national security threat now owns approximately 360 acres in our town because of a transaction that you promoted.
Some cited concerns of environment and treason.
You guys didn't care about any of them. Air pollution, water pollution, none of that stuff was of any interest to you. Waste disposal, you wrote it off.
Why would an individual or individuals or a company be involved with somebody that is aggressive to the United States? Money, blackmail, prestige, power, or treason.
While the project itself is dead, talks of what to do next are still alive, as some suggested how to handle the annexed land.
You should also be working on undoing the annexation, as many business owners have now been put into a very financially vexing situation.
What about the forcefully annexed businesses on Highway 81? My business is still looking at a 450% increase in our taxes.
And others suggested city officials step down altogether.
You do not listen to the voices of the people. You do not properly represent the citizens of Grand Forks, and we want you gone immediately. And again, I'm not asking, demanding.
That was Kellen Harmon reporting from North Dakota.
The city council voted in favor of refusing to connect industrial infrastructure and deny building permits for the project, essentially ending it. Well, this comes just a few days after the U.S. shot down what is suspected to be a Chinese spy balloon.
U.S. officials say that orders by President Biden to strengthen defenses against Chinese espionage helped identify the balloon. And White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan says that officials found multiple instances during the Trump administration in which Chinese surveillance balloons traversed American airspace.